Hello, everybody. It's Numerologist Glynis McCants. You can say hi. It's been a minute, right? Since we've done one of these. I can't remember when. Was it probably not this year? Here we are, March 1st. I've just been doing so much, but I did do that wonderful Conscious Life Expo and was able to catch quite a few of you in person, which was fantastic. But I'm also going to bring Vanessa in to say hello. Vanessa.
Happy New Year!
Yeah, March 1st. Happy New Year. Anyway, Vanessa played such a big role in getting all this done, right, Vanny? Just all the events we did, especially the live numerology workshop, which was great. And I do want to do an event, Vanessa. I'm still thinking which one it is, but it's going to be on affirmations, definitely. And
Yes.
So you'll be able to help me on that. And we've got people coming through. What I need, the first and last name, but you also get to give a date of birth because that's what are my tools. I cannot read you without those tools. So if you have a quick question and I answer it throughout this event right now, that's how it's going to work. So just asking a question and not giving us the information won't cut it. So Vanessa's going to keep an eye on it too. And we'll see. Vanny, I just looked. There's that cute little Keith Fletcher. He's so cute.
Hi, Keith.
Isn't he the
Hey,
sweetest?
Glynis,
Yeah.
before you move on, don't you want to share a fun little thing that happened to you recently?
Well, that's so funny. It's not close enough for me to grab it. No, because I'm going to announce it in my newsletter. By the way, if you don't get the Glynis Has Your Number newsletter, I'm getting the March newsletter out like on Sunday or Monday. You need to sign up. It is free at numbercity.com. Vanessa, you can put that on the banner, the dates of birth.
It's going to be there. Right now, I'm just reminding everybody that we need their full date of birth with questions.
Right. But also to sign up for that newsletter.
Yeah.
Because I am going to put a big announcement in there, and I'm not going to share it on this because I want them to read the newsletter. Plus, there'll be a photo. So it's a really exciting thing that happened, and I will be sharing that. And so what I want to talk about first, I'm going to say hi to some of the people here, Vanessa, because many have come through. There's a guy named Steve. We always love our Steves. I have a lot of those in my life.
Also, I always think it would be nice if people told us where they're coming in from. Where are you?
Where are you from?
Yeah.
Where y'all from? Where you guys all from? But also Kathleen, Kathy. Wow, there's a lot of Kathys. Renee. Oh, there's Renee Nikita. Hi. I was just reading some email that you wrote. Good to see you here. Deborah. And I think you pronounce it Needy. And by the way, I will say this just in case he's here. Michael Castillo. He wrote me, Vanessa, to make sure I could pronounce his name correctly, which his last name. So Michael Castillo. If he's here, hello, hello. Cheryl, Regina, Jan, Sue, all kinds of great people. Good to have you. So now let's talk about what's going on. Vanessa, I'll pop you out for now, but keep an eye on that board for me. Thanks. All right. So what I would say, let's just talk about what is March and what this year is doing. Like I realize we're all so different. What matters most, I think you got to focus on your life, what's going on with you. Are you happy? Because if you're not, then that's where you should focus. What can you do to feel better, right? So what is March? March breaks down to the number 3, and you have to consider that the world number is an 8, right? Because when we break it down, 2024, 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. Since the 8 and the 3 are not in alignment, what you should do is embrace both the positive side of both vibrations. So when I think of the 8, it's like finances, working on the financial side of your life, but I also consider appearance. How do you feel? Are you exercising? Are you eating right? Are you doing things to make yourself feel better? Maybe taking one of those baths that people do with the salt to get the toxins off your body, or getting a massage, reflexology, acupuncture, whatever it is to make yourself be more in alignment with your body, because that is going to be key, something to pay attention to this month. And the month of 3 promotes the communication. It's about communication, laughter, being playful. If you're not feeling fun or funny, it wouldn't surprise me, because a lot of people are feeling almost a little depressed, like a little low-grade depression. They're worried about the future. They can't begin to imagine what's going to happen next. So when that happens, yes, you got to take your power back. Who's in your life that makes you laugh? Who do you love to talk to? Pick up the phone and call that person. make a plan to get together with them for lunch or dinner. That is key. That can automatically make you feel better. And then music, my mom's here a couple days a week, and I keep her in the game by putting on some music that she loves to dance to. And I watch her vibration. Like literally, she goes from, maybe feeling a little sleepy to just awake and excited about her life. And it's just by moving her body and listening to a song that makes her happy. So, yeah, it's not hard to do, but you have to make an effort. Otherwise, don't be surprised if you fall into your negative thoughts and just feel down. It's like not motivated, being critical of yourself. A lot of us are doing that, and it never gets you where you need to go. So that's going to be key. Please pay attention to that in the month of 3. It's a great month to sell. If there's something you believe in, you can talk some other people into it. Yes, pick up the phone, set up the pitch meeting, trust yourself. But of course, I would also say it's about your calendar, right? I mean, I'm going to write about Kate Middleton in the newsletter, because although they're saying she's doing fine after that stomach surgery, clearly she's not doing fine. There's just no doubt about it. But when I looked up the date she had surgery, it was completely a challenge to her in numerology. It was not good for her. So I'm going to explain why that is and lay out the numbers so that you understand how that works. All right. And then in the meantime, I'm going to have Vanessa pop back up because Coco's going to walk to the door and make trouble. Hold on. I'm bringing in Vanessa. You're going to keep an eye on everybody. Yeah, she's going to give me a hard time right now. So go ahead.
What am I doing?
You're talking to the peeps. Look at the sheet and see who you think would be a good one to talk to. See, Coco, you want to talk to the audience here? Make your trouble? Go ahead. Watch.
You really should have Coco sing for everybody.
No, you don't hear her? She's growling. She's doing
I hear her.
Puppy.
Glynis has absolutely beautiful, wonderful pets. They're wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm going to go like this.
Yeah. So she really does have to let Coco out. Okay, so she said, who wants a question? I know a lot of you have already put questions in here. I just want to reiterate that we must have your full date of birth. Even if you're repeating yourself over and over, every time you put that question in, make sure your full date of birth is in there every single time, okay? And if you are calling from another, or if you're in here from another country, please be sure to put your month, your date, and your year, because that does make a difference in numerology. So anyway, if you are rewriting your question, be sure to put your full date of birth every time.
I love this. Okay, Benny, I'm back. I'm going to go like that. Isn't that funny?
Oh,
I know. Well, what's funny is it flipped us. Okay, I'll remove you, and there I am, and then I'll bring you back in. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much. But yeah, so guess what she did?
But Vanessa? I did like the close-up.
Right? But typical dog, she just looked at me like, why? What? I opened the door. I'm like, get out. Get out. It's like, why? Why should I? It's just like, yeah.
All right, so one of the people that has asked, been on here a couple times tonight, today, wherever you are. I'm on the East Coast, so it is late. Anyway, is Russ S. And Russ.
Well, you can click on it and it will pop up, Vanessa, if you see it.
I know. I'm going to pop it up. Here we are.
Okay, so what is it? He's saying any new love in my life. So that's more about, is this a good year to pursue love in your life? All right. So I'll do it that way. Thanks, Vanessa. I'll go ahead and do that. So you were born on a 4-day, month and days an 8, 8, 9. So you're double 4. You're a double 4. You have an 8 attitude. So what does that tell me? If you take the 8 and add it to the 8, that's the world number, that puts you in a personal year of 7. So Russ, that's a tricky time for finding love. It gives you the ability to observe, like really assess what is it you want, because double 4 is always someone who doesn't like to date. To have to go out there and meet someone new is not fun for you. So I know that you would like to find a real committed relationship. I wonder this for you. Are you working on the spiritual side of your life? Because if you are, that's what you should be doing right now in this month of 7. This world number 7 for you. And then if you were doing, let's say you go somewhere that's non-denominational and you're doing love affirmations, you could actually affirm a great mate. So it's got to be someone you have something in common with. You don't want to date just because you don't want to be alone and you want to share your life with somebody, like have a partner. Don't do that. Let's make this fun for you. Okay. So what numbers are good for you? 2, 4, 6, 8 are numbers that you appreciate. So I'm really thinking 2 and 6 because the 2 is love. Like you don't even have to wonder, do they love you? They tend to be affectionate. They tend to be thoughtful. And then 6, nurturing and kind. And if you have family, this would be someone who would care about your family too, not just theirs. So that's my answer to your question. You got to work on that spiritual side of who you are. And if you are a guy who's seeking that, you may find that person while doing that. All right. Thanks for your question. And then I say, oh, they've given us that ability. Good. All right. I'll go ahead and scroll down before, and I'm sure Vanessa is going to be going down these as well. Christy, Vanessa says hi to both of us. So I'll pull Vanessa in because she says so cute. Look at cute little Danny.
Why, thank you.
Your little poser.
Poser.
Oh, so by the way, Keith Fletcher says he's in Maine. And that makes sense, Keith, because I would have expected you at the Conscious Life Expo in LA if you lived close by. There's no way you would have missed it. And to be honest with you, next time I do a big event, you should buy that ticket. You should come on down because those events are so powerful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull someone. Then you keep looking, Benny. All right, let's see. It's Mike. Okay, so this is an interesting one. Let me tell you about this. This gal is Cheryl. Now, what I don't know, she says my calendar is full of super sunny days, and I'm so happy. Now, when I hear that, I instantly think of a 2 life path more than other numbers because they tend to have more date energies that are compatible to them. So she'll have to let us know what her date of birth is so we can answer that question. But and it depends on each month. Not every month is going to have. When she says super sunny, I'm assuming she means extra sunny day, which is just a really good opportunity for you to make a move that you want to make. So yeah, you'll let us know the answer to that. Okay. All right. Let me go like this. Yeah. Okay. And so going through this, it's a specific question is what I prefer. So she's got the 1. So she's a life path 1. And you're saying the whole calendar is loaded with a bunch of great dates, or are you saying this month is really good for you? So have to let us know that too, Vanessa. I'm going to guess it's this month because I'm the girl who does those calendars. And I don't know, like I said, number 2 tends to get a lot of them. But the other numbers, there are certain months that are amazing. And don't forget, and a regular sunny day is also good for you. And my symbols, I always make it clear what matters. Always when should we make a move? When should we schedule surgery? When should you go on that date? When should you do your pitch or make that phone call that is an awkward? You're in an awkward situation, but you have to make it. Pick it on a day that's compatible to you. That's all at numbercity.com. So
we can't hear you.
Oh, wow. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. We sure can.
There you go. What were you going to say?
No, you did that, Gin.
Well, no, here's what I'd like you to do. Look up the number 1 because you've got the calendars too.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you. Absolutely.
And see if it's all extra sunny in this month of March.
Yeah.
Probably, right? Mm-hmm. That would be good to know. So, and then I'm going to go like this and bring me in. And then bring her back. Yeah, I'm just moving you all over the place, Vanessa. Business and finance. 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's a good question. Okay. Did you find out?
I did. So I will tell you, just looking, January, February, and March did have a lot of sunny days. And I would say she's probably comparing it to past years, right? So
right. But when you said sunny, do you mean extra sunny or sunny?
Sunny.
Okay, great. No matter what, Cheryl, you need to use those to your advantage. And that just means you're in a good year It's not just your personal life path, but it's a good year for you to make a move and do what you want. Lucky you, right? So
Yes.
that's for all the ones out there. One life path. These calendars, there's 9 different ones, but the one life path is the one sharing our information. And if you're one life path, you want to take advantage of that as well. Thanks, Vanessa. Okay. I saw this person, and I believe it was about finance. Okay. So I never know with these names. I like it when you let me know your name. Hi, my name is Lisa, Michael, Steve, whatever. It's fun for me. I don't know that this person's name is Oron. I'm thinking it has to do with more what they named their account, but we'll see. 5/28/1991, born on a 1 day, 6 attitude, 8 life path. What's my forecast for the year in my business and finance? Well, the first thing I tell you, since the world number's an 8 and you're an 8 life path, that can bode well for you. That can bode well for you in business, but you have to be proactive, which means you should be doing prosperity affirmations, right? So what? How about one of the ones I use? It could be I welcome infinite abundance, or I believe in infinite. Here it is. Ready? I have infinite abundance and my needs are always met. I have infinite abundance and my needs are always met. Write that down for everyone struggling about finances, but especially for Oron, who wants to kick it up a notch. I have infinite abundance and my needs are always met. You should be saying that out loud 15 minutes a day to get results. And since you are an 8 life path and you're in a personal year right now, you're actually in a cycle of 5. So what does that tell us? When you're in a cycle of 5, it means this year is going to move really fast for you. And if you don't write it down, you're not going to get it done. So I can't emphasize this enough. Maybe do it first thing in the morning, because it's the kind of thing where it's Monday, you were working hard, all of a sudden it's Friday, you never got to do what you meant to do. That's the kind of year it can be. But if you're doing the affirmation first thing in the morning, you're setting yourself up for success. Okay? There you go. All right, Vanessa, who do you got? Anybody on did you see someone that you're like, oh yeah, help that person?
Well, you have a lot of people that ask questions that you actually, if you, I'm not trying to push sales here, but I will tell a lot of you that Glynis does a individual reading blueprint, and she actually tells you great careers for your numbers, right? So it's interesting how many people are saying, what's a good job for me? And then some people are asking you, is this a good day for surgery? Which of course is what your calendar is for. So
right, but it's okay for them if they're asking me now.
No, for sure.
So
I think because my sister, if Glynis could, she would be Cupid. Because that's Glynis in a nutshell. She loves love like nobody's business. So we're going to ask this person right here. I know it isn't about love, but it is about health. And I think that when we feel healthy, we also feel like we're ready to welcome love. So,
all right. So we got Danette. Thank you, Vanessa. Let me go like this. Danette Neeson. All right. So the question about my health this year. So, the first thing I do, again, I want to look at that personal year cycle. You're born on an 8-day. You have a 3 attitude number. And then your whole life, the whole thing adds up to 7, which is working on that spiritual side. I hope you have found it, Danette. What I find when you're ultimately a 7, 4, 3, 7, you can feel frustrated. Like if someone tries to shove religion down your throat, it's a real turnoff for you. You're not interested. But if it rings true, you get very happy. So I say, work on that part of you, that 7 energy. And then you're in a personal year of 2 right now. 2 gives us the ability to heal ourselves. So if you're not feeling well, this is a year to be proactive. You can take care of your health. If you've had health issues, you've had surgery, you could literally declare, this is the year that I heal my body. So look it all up. I always recommend homeopathic remedy. Hey guys, for the record, I get so angry when I watch those commercials for pharmaceutical stuff where they're like, hey, take this. And then while the person's walking all happy, they're like, oh, by the way, the side effect is death. Yeah, you might even have a stroke before you die. I'm like, what? How do they get away with that? I can't even imagine. It is so upsetting. So yeah, I say homeopathic remedy. Read books about people who healed their body. If it's something in the net that you have and other people have had, do your research, due diligence. But that's the key. And then you can have a phenomenal year with your health. That is what I want you to know. All right. Okay. I have to ask Vanessa what she thinks. What do you think about those pharmaceutical drug commercials, Vanessa?
Well, of course, you doing that, Glynis, all I can think of growing up with you, the actress and the comedian, and the way you're like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, but Vanessa, isn't it the worst?
Glynis, you know how I feel. They should be banned. There are only 2 countries in the world that are allowed to have these commercials, and they're America and New Zealand. They are not allowed in any other country. So it's insane to me. Yes, for sure.
Well, and they're killing people and acting like no big deal. It's like saying, try this, but it could kill you. I cannot believe we're allowed to do that. So you know what I say, Vanessa? In this world number 8 is also about justice. It's about dealing with stuff like Congress stepping up to say, no, it's not okay to offer that drug. It's not ready for prime time. They can do something. So let's all meditate on that idea. Save some lives. Thank you. All right. So I am going to go down here. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I like this. All right. So her name's Tanya. She said, I found a childhood friend. My birthday is 1/22/1974. So that means she's born on a 4-day, 5 attitude, 6, 8 life path. And then he's born October 22nd, 1974. Now, mind you, the 22 for the record is a master number for the people who are obsessed with that. And just know I do cover that in both books. Glynis has your number, Love by the Numbers. But also, if you go to my website, click on the numbers menu, there's a thing about it as well, master numbers. So they both have the master number 22. So he's got a 5 attitude, and she's got a 5 attitude. And then okay, your numbers are identical. Okay, your numbers are identical, but you know what, Tanya? You have every right to be concerned, and I'll tell you why. Because, I'm going to push this back a little, because the 4 and the 8 energy are the ones who learn the hard way. They're the ones who kind of hit their head before they learn, so that you already have that. Like you've already had some tough times in your life, right? And then here he is, he loves you because you are literally natural match, natural match, natural match. But I'm sure his life has not been perfect either. So to put 2 4/8s together with the 5 attitude, I would not do that. So I think he loves you because you're very naturally matched. It's a soulmate connection, which means good or bad. When it's over, it's never over. But I say friendship is the way to go. No, this would not be ideal for longevity. I have done numbers again forever, over 27 years, 50,000 reads in my career. People always say, how could you do that many? Here's how it goes. When I do a big event, let's say there's 10,000 people at an event, and let's say 500 of them come to see me. I do quick reads. Now, am I saying I sit down and counsel each one? No, I do my quick reads the way I am today and share my insights. And then I've done massive reads, the 45-minute in-depth sessions. But yes, I read energy constantly. So Tanya, you're on the right track. Be friends. It's sweet. It's a soulmate connection. Means good or bad. When it's over, it's never over. But let's get you opened up to a healthy, wonderful love. And reach out to me. Get a reading. Numberslady.com. And I'll help you. Okay. Thank you for that. Good. That was a very good question. Okay. All righty then. I'm going to pop down here. Let's see what this one says. I saw someone talking to both of us. Let's see. Let's go to Kathleen Kramer. She says, Kathleen Kramer, 11/29/1941. 6 new people got calendars and are interested. Shall I have knee surgery when? Okay. Well, that's going to be in your calendar. But Vanessa, I guess we could play a little game here, right? So I'll pull you in, Vanessa. So her calendar, 5, looks like she's a 1 life path, right? Because wait, 4, 5, 1, 6, 8, 1. Vanessa, you know you're on camera, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's a 1, but she says, when should I have surgery? Well, we can't do that. Like, here's how it works. Kathleen, you have to let us know what month are you considering? right? And what kind is she? She's talking about knee surgery. Well, I'm gonna share advice on that only because of my own knee storyline, right? Of what happened with me with my knee. So in the case of the knee, of course, when you have to have surgery, I mean, there's no greater pain. But in the meantime, what I suggest you do, Kathleen, if you can get access to a recumbent bike, is to sit on that bike and just gently, because you get obviously you don't want to have the impact of walking per se, but just gently on the bike on the lowest intensity. You literally say, I walk, bend, and flex with ease. I walk, bend, and flex with ease. I walk, bend, and flex with ease. And when you do that, you're giving your body permission to not hurt, to not hurt. So if you decide to do it, the calendar shows you the best days. It's the sunny days, symbol days. And yes, many of my clients say to their doctor, they don't tell them about the calendar, but the doctor will give a date and they'll say, oh, I'm not available for that, but do you have blank date available? And the doctor's like, yeah. And they're like, yay, okay, I'll take it. It's that simple. So that's the answer, Kathleen. You want to get your calendar and make sure you're picking the right date. But in the meantime, please consider to get out of pain, right? I just saw someone who I admire. This is someone's a very spiritual teacher, but they were talking about surgery where the doctors literally did a knee surgery where they did not do the surgery, like it was a test. Let's say 6 people had to do it, and they put like these 3 little dots right where the surgery would have been, and those patients ended up healing as much as the ones who had the real surgery. Like they started feeling better the same way. So it's pretty remarkable what we can do with our body. And let's go to You Can Heal Your Life. If I say to you, you can heal your life, Louise would be the one that tells you not willing to bend on an issue. It's like you're strong-minded. Maybe you're hanging out with people that just don't agree with you. Next thing you know, your knee really starts to hurt. And that happened to me big time. Like I was hobbling for 6 months. And my husband was like, you got to get surgery. You better go get it. And I'm like, no. Something's clearly bothering me. I'm going to work on it and see what I can do. And I did. I got the recumbent bike. I started doing that affirmation and I healed my knee. Like when I walk, I actually marvel that I ever had knee pain, but I did. And I remember how painful it was. So that's my suggestion, Kathleen. And thank you for submitting it. All right. All right. I'm going to ask Vanessa if she's summoned. Who would you like to pull up, Vanessa?
I put a star on them. Here we are, because as you know, this is a question that is asked a lot. So I love it when you can help a lot of people at once.
Can you just pop them in? All right. So it says 12/6/1958. What house number is good for the plumbing system? My house is 1487. That's very funny. Okay, Sue, that's so cute. All right, so does that mean, Sue, that you know I wrote about that in my book where I said the house of 7 loves water trouble? Like it literally does. We live in a house of 7. It's the plumbing, it's the toilet. And then, of course, our pool, when the rain hit us, it was like, the dirt from our lawn just flooded right in that pool, and it was filthy. I swear I saw frogs. Maybe even an alligator, if I'm being honest. I don't know what wound up in that pool. It was very heartbreaking.
I know what I saw.
Oh, no, you don't, Vanessa. You'll never get to tell that bad story. I like where you go. I know what I saw. No, let me do it. Excuse me, police officer. I know what I saw. Okay, we got to get. She's very dangerous. All right. So 12/6/1958. What house is good for the plumbing system? So it's born on a 6 day, 9 attitude, 5 life path. So when I look at that, the house 1483, it's a 7. What do? You can alter the energy of a house of 7. That would be one suggestion, because the plumbing issues can happen. I just talked to a client. She actually lives in a house of 7, and this year she went into a personal year of 7, and oh my gosh, she got totally flooded. The house got flooded, and she was so upset. But when I explained to her why, it did make her feel better. It's like, okay, so this is not forever. And then we talked about altering energy. The fact is you're a 5, which you must admit, there's never a dull moment. So if you've had any issues with the plumbing system, the 5 also would be like, oh gosh, why is this happening to me, right? So keeping that in mind, what could you do? A 7, you got the 5. You could technically take like a 5, put it on the inside of the door because it's already compatible to you. 7 plus 5 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. And the 3 would promote calming that energy down, like for the plumbing issues and all that. But also it promotes laughter and communication and connecting with others. Because I also find a house of 7, sometimes you feel like you just don't want to deal with people at all. You just want to be by yourself, even though here you are, Sue, technically you can be a social butterfly, but there's times you just shut it down, and the house of 7 promotes that. So if you want to change energy, that is the way to do it. Thank you for that question. All right. Just saw New Mexico, so I'm jumping there. My date of birth is 8/4/1984. Hey guys, everybody needs to understand something. This putting just 84 instead of 1984 is a mistake. The truth is, if you forget that 19, when you add up energy, you're going to get your numbers wrong. So always put it. I know you want to fast food it, but just put 8/4/1984, right? So she's letting me know, and of course I'm going to check her, that she's a 7 life path and she's in New Mexico. So what I'm going to do is just talk about her personal year cycle. Assuming it's a girl, we don't know. It's JT. But you're in a personal year right now because you take the attitude number 3. 3 plus 8 reduces to the number 2. You are in a cycle of 2, which is about intuition. It should be stronger than ever. If you're single, it's a good year to pursue relationships. If you've been alone a lot, it's a good time to reconnect with friendships or make new friendships, right? That's what it's about. So that's the cycle you're in. And thank you for sharing that you're in New Mexico and that you're 7. All right. I'm going to pull Vanessa back in.
Okay, I'm actually going to address a few things over in the comment section. Yes, Glynis does private readings. Just email us at glynis@numberslady.com. And I'm going to update that banner so you have that email. Yes, so we'll send you the list of private readings that Glynis offers. Also, Glynis does sell her calendar all year. So you're welcome to go to her page, numberslady.com. The first option is a hard copy calendar that is mailed to you. The second option is a PDF, so it's electronic. And so you get that obviously much quicker. And that's answering that question. And then individual readings. An individual reading is a blueprint. It's all about you. It tells you everything about your numbers, not just your date of birth numbers, but also your name and the name you were given on your original birth certificate. There's also another reading called Are We Soulmates? Be sure to check that one out. I personally wish it was just called a compatibility chart. We used it when my daughter was butting heads with her softball coach. Glynis got the report back to me and she goes, I've never seen this. And it was because they truly did have friction all the way down the line. Once they both read it, they both giggled and they were fine. So soulmate readings are great. Get them not just for,
and by the way, to be clear, those are reports, right?
Sorry. It's a report. They're fabulous, but they're great for your bosses, your friends, your kids, your comparing your kids, siblings. And then a couple of people have said they like my glasses. Thank you very much. They're actually just readers. So thanks for that.
Online.
I know. And we actually have a very similar pair. I have a pair almost identical to those. Yeah. These are peepers.
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah.
Thank you. You are too much. Okay. So this one, let's see what we got. That doesn't mean anything. Okay, let's talk about apartments. Let's say you live in an apartment complex. You've got the physical address outside. And by the way, it's not uncommon that it's a 5 because there's no dull moments. But then you have the address on your door, right? Like your unit number. That matters the most. So if you check that number and if it's not compatible to you, there's a chance you're not going to be happy there. So you got to do what it takes to fix that, right? And that's exactly what I cover at numberslady.com. Aha. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So this gal, I'm just going to validate what she said. Her name's Donna Spanier. She says, woohoo, I'm a 3 life path. So the month of 3 should be a good month. Well, I was actually thinking she was saying that she was in a personal month of 3. So let's say, March is the month of 3 and you're a 3 life path. and you're in a personal month of 3. That is amazing. Like, that is about communication, having fun, tapping into your inner child, and finding ways to celebrate your life. So yeah, but technically, since I don't have your birthday in front of me, Donna, and Vanessa can take a look. If you write your date of birth real quick, we can at least see what personal month you're in. But yes, always embrace, all of you should embrace the beauty of that number 3. March means marching forward, marching on. If you feel like you've just not accomplished much, or maybe you were working really hard on a deadline and now you're just burnt out. Well, March says, no, get up, soldier. We got a lot of good to come. That's what I see it as. Moving forward, relaunching, getting things going that you really want to do. All right. All right. So Donna is in a personal year of 9. So yes, she's in a personal year, a personal month of 3. So how cool is that, my little followers? How fun was that? Let's do it again. 622. 6 plus 2 plus 2 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. Added to the world number, 1 plus 8 is 9. So Donna's in a personal year of 9, but when you add it to the month, you take the personal year that you're in and add it to the month. So 9 plus 3 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. So yeah, you better do something fun, Donna. It's a good month for you. Have a blast. Get in touch with the inner child. Get out of your house. Go away. Go stay the night at a gorgeous hotel for just the weekend. Do something different. Don't let this powerful, wonderful month, slip right past you. Don't do that. All right? Okay. Someone said, I have infinite abundance. That's right. I'll say it again. I have infinite abundance and my needs are always met. I have infinite abundance and my needs are always met. Like, you betcha. Not a problem. Especially when it is a problem. Okay. I'm just scrolling through. There's a lot of people here, so give me a second here. Okay, this one looks maybe a little much for the thing that we're doing right now, but I'm still going to take a look and see what I see, okay? All right, let's do this. I want to adjust this just a little if I could. I feel like I'm shrinking. It's these pillows. I'll figure this out. I promise you. All right, it's Steve. He says, let me clarify. You did a soulmate breakdown for me last month. I wanted to ask if my girl and I will get back together this month. So I can't do the big read. That's not what this is, Steve, but I can certainly look at just those numbers from the birth date, which are revealing. So if you're born on a 2-day, 9, and then your life path an 8, 2, 8, 9. And then you got Lexi. She's born on a 6-day, 5. Well, now this one I have to write down to really see the differences. Hold on. 9, 2, 8. And then hers are 6, 5. So she's a double 6, 5. Double 6. Let me make sure. Yeah. Well, a couple of thoughts. Personally, your cycle, you're in a cycle of 8. She's in a cycle of 4. It's a stubborn time. Remember, I was talking about that earlier. The 4 and the 8 are the ones who hit their head before they learn. So that is the cycle that you're in right now, which can cause breakdowns in communication. So it's not that you're considered toxic, right? We've got compatible. But I will say she's very strong-minded. Lexi is tough, what she believes, what she wants. And there's no compromise in that. And then I think sometimes you can be real direct, Steve. So you got to be careful what you say that can be misinterpreted. So to say, is this a month that you quote unquote get back together? I can't answer that question. Not with this little bit that I have. I don't have the destiny and the rest of it in front of me, but I will say it is the cycle that you're in that's difficult. So if she gives you a moment, like I would give her a moment, I would pull back, right? Maybe do some love affirmations, which I do offer. Just get your mind in the right place and then give her a second to circle back. And then when she does, when you want to speak your mind, just stop and go, this is not a perfect cycle for us. So I'm just going to let her talk. I'm going to listen and let her know how much she matters to me. And then that makes it possible for you to come together again. But it's tough. It's a tough year. That's what that is. That's the frustration that you're feeling. All right. Thanks for the question. I'm popping over to Vanessa. Vanessa, go ahead.
Do you want to take one more?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go. Okay.
What job should I have from Cheyenne? See, I would not have picked that, and that's okay. I'll pick one too. Here's why I wouldn't. I would tell you there are two things I do. Vanessa's right. If you order your chart, it tells you careers that you're good at, right? So here's what I do. And she can do this, Miss Bond 700. You're listening to me right now. You give me 3 options of careers that you're interested in, and I tell you the best one for you by the numbers. All right. So you've got, looks like you're a 9 life path, 1 attitude, born on a 5-day. So Christina, Vanessa's going to keep an eye on you. You give us that, and we will circle back. All right. So I'm going to hide that for now, Vanessa. When you put your hand up, because I'm going to remove you, Vanessa, just raise your hand when you have it from her. Okay. All right. Because that's the way I do it. I don't want to do it any other way, because I have helped people have the most phenomenal breakthroughs in their career and actually make really good money doing exactly what they love. Yes. But I don't like to, in this kind of format, just tell you, oh yeah, this is the career for you, unless you have careers in mind and want to know which one's best for me. That is my specialty. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Tiffany, she loves my gift, 8/19/1978. I may be getting my consulting business bought by a large firm and then be an employee again. Is that a good move? Interesting, Tiffany. Let's take a look. So you're born on a 1-day. You have a 9 attitude, so you're in a cycle of 8, which is about money, like having some financial security. So I'm going to assume they're offering you good money. Is that correct? Like, I feel like, Tiff, they're offering you something that could be good for you. And then your life path is a 7, which is actually working on that more spiritual side of you. If this gives you freedom, like if you end up having more freedom, then it's not a bad idea. But not being the boss, that's not going to be easy per se, because you're used to running a company. But if you said being an employee again, perhaps it's temporary, right? I mean, when I look at the 1, 7, and the 9, I just think of someone who is gifted at helping others with what's going on with them, cares about the world, cares about the environment. Tiffany, you would shock me if you didn't care about clean air, clean water, making a difference. So maybe it's time to regroup and decide, what do I really want to do with my life? What do I want to do differently? Because you're a smart cookie. You've got some really good numerology. So that's my suggestion for now. If it's about making money, having a little nest egg in the bank, and then regrouping to decide what you really want to do, I welcome it. Otherwise, you could wait till next year, because that would put you in a cycle of 9. I got to laugh and tell you guys, my sister's pretending she's a windshield wiper. I can see her. She's just move her hand and we'll get to her. But Tiff, let me know you got that message from me, okay? Do a little shout out. We'll look for you. All right. I like that one. Okay, windshield wiper. Vanessa, go.
Okay. So this, oops, sorry.
Hey.
No.
No, I
Okay.
love her.
I know. These are these are these are the 3.
Vanessa, one sec. Tiffany came back. Yeah, it would be good morning and money. And I said, because she's in a cycle about money, it could be a good move for this moment in her life.
And she said, she not only said, yes, it will be good money. She also said, wow, thank you. Yes, I feel my calling is for humanity.
Yay, yay. Okay. Do you understand how exciting this is? Because that is why I do these events, right? I reach out to help you guys with your life. I cannot stand to see someone doing a job. They're making money, but they're not happy. I want you people to do your life purpose. Right? And I will be teaching a numerology event. I'm going to do one online. So you keep your eyes out and get the free newsletter, because I always announce when it is. All right, Vanessa, what do you have?
Okay.
Medical, building, or nursing, or dental. And this, can you find her birthday again?
5/23/1979.
Right. So she's
born, and then she also added accounting, which I would go into medical billing. So
But 523, then what year? 1979?
1979.
Oh, right. So that makes her a 9 life path, right? Because she's 1 plus 8. Okay. So what are the choices here? Okay. Medical billing. Why don't I just get a pillow and take a nap? You know, why don't I just go to sleep right now and just do medical bill? I mean,
Don't
look,
take it personally, any of you. Glynis does this to me.
no. Let me explain, Vanessa. This gal's born on a 5-day, never a dull moment.
Oh, yeah.
She's got so much energy. She would be so burnt out.
Yeah.
Nursing, I'm kind of digging that. It depends on what kind of nursing would you be doing. But if, you know, with your energy, you actually are a light, Miss Bond 700. You have the ability to make people feel better. So if you're a nurse and you're helping people to see maybe a patient that wasn't doing well and watch them heal and have gratitude with you, that would mean a lot to you. And technically, as a 9, it's always, how do I make a difference on this planet? Like, how do I leave footprints in the sand? You know, that when I'm gone, I did something. So I'm loving nursing. And then dental, whew, dental's tricky. Looking in all those mouths, are you in the mood? Are you going to do it? I don't know, sissy. I'm telling you, just like, you know, Vanessa loves to laugh. So I'll just pop to me. But seriously, nursing. Miss Bond 700, let me know if nursing was something you actually felt rather strongly about. And remember, there's so many ways in which you could be a nurse. Oh, and I just think you'd be so fulfilled in it and happy that you're doing it. Okay? Yeah. And unless you're being a dentist, it doesn't, when you said dental, I'm assuming like dental hygienist, assisting the dentist. Of those 3, I know you'd be happy doing the nursing. All right. So thanks for that question. I'm going to go ahead and grab one last one. Miss Vanessa, hold on. I'll grab you real fast. Did anyone pop in your head? I'm going to grab one. You don't have to, unless there's someone you're like, Glynis.
No, it's too big for this.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we can't do that. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go like this. Okay, that would be cute. Give me a second here. Oh, yes. I just saw what I loved. Here it is. Boom. Asleen Lewis, check this out. I was born 1/31/1964, and I want to know if becoming a flight attendant would be a wonderful career for me. So here's what's great. She's born on a 4-day, because 3 + 1 is 4. You take the month and day, add it together, reduce it to 1 digit, it's a 5. You take her full date of birth, reduce it to 1 digit, it's a 7. Ashley, honey, when you're in the air, that's a happy you. Traveling, looking at the world. I mean, Lord knows, as a flight attendant, you get breaks, right? On trips that you could take, flights that you could go. Seeing this world is so much a part of your calling. I love that for you. Like, that to me is a ding, ding, ding. Yes, you'd love it. It'd be fun. You'd connect with people when you would get those vacation trips that you could take, places that you'd stay. You could make new friendships. So I love it. Yes, that is a green light of you betcha. All right. So this is it for now. But guess what? You want to keep following me on Facebook? Oh, go to numberslady.com. You'll see where I do the social. Instagram. I do these really informational videos. They're like 1 minute and 30 seconds, not because I want them to be, but that's the limit that they give you. But I get some really good content. I tell you what's up. If dates come up that are important, or if something dramatic happens, I fill you in. And then obviously the website, if you click on the menu link and look at numbers, you can read all about you, your life path, your attitude. All right. Jump in the game with me, and I'll see you again very soon. And we're going to have Vanessa say goodbye. Because Vanessa, I got to tell you, if I didn't, when I did the Conscious Life Expo, I've never had so many people ask, "Where's Vanessa?" as I did at the expo. Yeah.
Did you tell them I was hiding?
Yeah, hiding is Juliana.
Right. Another sister was there instead of
yes. Yes. Thank you for your help. We appreciate you, Vanessa.
You guys are awesome. This was a lot of fun. And man, it's always the quickest time, Glynis. Always.
Yes. Okay. We're ending it for now. But like I said, I plan on doing a lot more of these to help you. So keep your eyes out, and we'll do it again. Thank you.